Hey everybody, welcome to our week 4 check-in for the 40-day digital detox. We're excited to be here again. Myself, Rhett, with my friend Noah.
Good morning.
And we had another new prayer focus for this week. Noah, what were we calling people to be praying this time around?
So our prayer focus for this week is, Lord, you would help us to just be a true community, a real family, towards one another.
Yes, exactly. And that was inspired partly, at least, by our highlighted passage for the week that people can read, but also hear right now. Noah, why don't you read 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 7 through 11.
Okay, here we go. So the end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. Above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins. Show hospitality to one another without grumbling, and as each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. Whoever speaks, as one who speaks oracles of God. Whoever serves, as one who serves by the strength that God supplies, in order that in everything God may be glorified through Jesus Christ. To him belong glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Amen.
an awesome passage.
Yeah.
Read it every day, spend time in it. It's so rich.
I think we could just meditate on this and try to unpack all the just goods in there. But I can't help but hear echoes of some of Jesus's words from John 13, a new command I give to you, to love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another. And then the great words of Jesus, by this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. And so, as we think about that call, love one another earnestly, show the world that you're my disciples by how you're loving each other. Noah, what did we decide a good practice might be for this week?
I mean, hospitality is what jumped out, I know, when we looked at it. So inviting people over to your home for a meal is the classic hospitality thing to do. And such we all have places where we dwell and we eat meals every day. And so make our homes open, be hospitable, invite someone in, either it's a neighbor or someone from this congregation or just a family member, invite them into your home for a meal. And so, that's going to push some of you out of your comfort zones.
This is maybe one of the first challenges we've given that is beyond just your personal bubble and inviting somebody else to join you outside of your home. And, maybe a warning or a disclaimer for people is just like, hey, your home doesn't have to be humongous or amazing or decorated or
sparkly clean.
Yeah, not even
Instagram and online have destroyed us because we think, our house have to be so put together. And actually, just recently, I heard somebody speaking about that, and it was a single person. They're saying, invite me into the mess. Let me be a part of your life in the real way. And I thought, wow, that's inspiring, because I'm a picker-upper. I'm like, hey, girls, let's clean this place up before somebody comes over. And I'm like,
we do the same thing.
We do a Sabbath community group that we try to meet. And the last time I said, let's leave a few things out, somewhat strategically, but I'm like, let's just see how it goes.
There's something to be said for hey, if you want somebody to be a part of your life, real life,
give them an opportunity.
You got to let them join the mess a little bit. I love that.
And when they offer, can I help clean up? Say, which is so not in my nature to be no, I got this. I want to do it on my own, but I invite them into that. And I think when we do those things together, that enriches our community too.
Exactly. And so your house doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be a great cook either. I mean, you could order out pizza, you could do a potluck situation, make your one thing you're good at making, if that, whatever it is. It could be simple, it could be elaborate.
Yeah, don't make it the night that you try to do something new, as far as cooking wise. Do it something that you're great at.
Some simple, good food. It's more about the company and the time you get to spend with somebody, and just be curious about each other's lives and hang out together. So it's simple, but I think it could be really powerful. And just imagine if, each family in our church body invited another family over. There'd be so many cool conversations happening over the course of the week.
For me, community takes the three hardest things in for us humans to adopt to, but it's trust, commitment, and vulnerability. And those are the three things as humans, we don't usually line up for it. Let me do that.
Yes.
But that that is something I think we need to start thinking about more, and because it's hard, but
Yeah.
where can we trust people? Where can we, be more vulnerable and invite people into our lives, and just invest in those people.
Yeah. So I love this practice as a first step. Like, just invite somebody over. Don't make it a big deal, and I think it will help with some of the maybe ways our digital devices have misshapen us or malformed us, because a lot of our time with devices inspire or reinforce kind of the hyper individualistic culture that we live in. There's a lot of feeling of isolation, loneliness, the loneliness epidemic that we keep hearing about. And a lot of that, our devices are pointing us more towards that direction, not away from it. So we're trying to fight against some of that and not just have kind of the surface level conversations with a million different people, but have a really deep conversation with at least a few. Yeah. And so I think this could be really powerful, and I don't know. I think that's why we have to be mindful of just making this a part of our life, and we have to plan it. We have to set it out. And so, put that on your calendar every week or every month to say, hey, we're going to invite some people over. And so let's be mindful of who those people are. Be eclectic in that group too. Invite different types of people. I mean, I know for me, when I first started, it was easier to invite people that I got along with or that I had similar age with kids and stuff. And I think that's special for the kids anyways. But it's always fun.
Grab that random single person in your life, or the elderly person that just isn't hanging out with anybody, and like that adds a dynamic to the table, which I think God is calling us to be, like, inviting people into our table and in all walks of life, to hear their stories, to swap, stories of the road, so to say.
Well, and it goes back to that 1 Peter 4 passage where it's like, each person has that gift that they're trying to steward. And so you're giving somebody an opportunity to use their gift if you invite them into your home, and you get to enjoy the gift, right? They themselves are the gift. So and who knows, this might now become your community. We talk a lot about community groups here, and I think they are vital for us to grow as believers in loving one another. So maybe this could be the catalyst of you joining a Calvary community, or creating one, or becoming a host or a leader. And so, shout out to Calvary communities right now, but join one. This is a great way for you to get involved and to plug in and go deeper. I love that. And, we are going to keep going. We've got a couple of weeks left of the 40-day digital detox, but we are praying for you guys. Lord, help us all to become a true family and a true community, and share life around a table with somebody this week. Recently we heard pastor sharing, and he said there are 3 things that people want to hear more than anything else. Those are, I love you. That's number 1.
I like hearing that.
I forgive you.
I like hearing that.
Those are both really important. And the third is, supper is ready. So
let's go.
That one might sound surprising, but I think we're accomplishing some of that in this practice and in this week. So people are waiting to hear it. The dinner's on the table. So invite them over. Yeah. Maybe we'll see some of you guys around a table. God bless you, and we'll keep going.
Yeah. Take care.